It's finally beach weather and I'm on Fire Island in a house I've never been in, but with really good friends, and tonight is my turn to make dinner. So I brought a few things with me from home to make this new kitchen I've never been in work for me. I'm going to show you things that you can bring with you when you're going on a trip and you're not sure what's going to be there. Nothing fancy, easy peasy, have a martini, kind of enjoy the weather, which is what I'm going to do now. So before I roast, I'm going to toast. MicroMangia, courageous cooking in a craft kitchen. I'm in a kitchen I've never been in before, so I made sure I brought with me my herbs and spices that I like to use if I'm grilling, or today I'm making rice and peas, so I made sure to bring some cumin and fresh pepper and thyme and garlic. And also, you know what? You never know. Is there going to be olive oil? Is it going to be old? I bring a little bottle of olive oil because it makes a whole lot of sense. Also, you never know what's in that knife drawer. I travel with my own knife. I know. It's crazy, but I'm a chef. Also, since I am grilling, I brought with me my meat thermometer so I make sure that chicken is cooked to perfection. These are propane tanks that are running my stove. On an island, you either have electric or propane. Propane needs to purge through the lines if the stove hasn't been run all winter long like this one wasn't. It took me several tries to get it running, but don't give up, just keep turning it on, turning it off, turning it on, turning it off, and eventually it's gonna work. The rice and peas dish started with some bacon that I chopped up and browned and crisped in this nice big pan. And now I've got 2 onions that are caramelizing in about half of the bacon fat that was in the pan. I poured off the other half, didn't need it. To this, I'm gonna add my spice blend. So I've got here my garlic, my thyme, cumin, ancho chili powder, salt and pepper. You can use any kind of chili powder you want, but ancho chili powder is nice and mild. And I was taught this dish by a Bahamian chef, so I like to stick to her spices. So just add those in. You just want to wake up the spices. They don't really need to cook. And the garlic burns, so you don't want to add that too soon. You want to add that and just cook it. It's smelling so good. I wish you could smell this. It's been about a minute. All the spices are mingling. The garlic is letting its flavors and juices come out. And now it's time to add the beans because we want them to pick up all those spices and get coated with these wonderful herbs that I brought with me from home because I wasn't sure what was going to be here. Now, see all this beautiful brown stuff on the bottom of the pan? That is called the fond. And the fond is all the Maillard browning of all the different proteins and sugars that are commingling in this sauté pan of goodness. I'm going to take a lime and squeeze some juice and just sort of scrape off that fond. To finish this dish off, we're just gonna add the bacon back in. Don't forget that bacon. That is loaded with flavor. And I made some brown rice. You can use brown rice, white rice, basmati rice, whatever rice you love. What I love about this dish is I learned to make this dish on an island. And now I'm on an island with friends, and I'm giving the host the night off by cooking this humble yet delicious rice and peas. Gotta mix it all in. You know, you don't have to buy an expensive bottle of wine or a fancy dessert to make your hostess happy. All you have to do is take over the kitchen one night and make a delicious meal. I am getting ready to grill my chicken, but I'm grilling on a grill I've never used before. So what I did is I turned it up to the highest heat, get it nice and hot. I want to clean off anything that might have been stuck on from the people that used this grill before me. And the heat will singe off anything that got left behind. These are chicken thighs with the bone and the skin, because honestly, that's the best way to grill your chicken. Leave that skin on there, it adds so much flavor, and so does the bone. I just marinated these in my favorite bottled marinade. Before I came here, I marinated them, I stuck them in the freezer, I brought them here frozen, defrosted them, and they are ready to go on the grill. It couldn't be simpler. Chicken's on, skin side down. We're gonna leave it in there for about 5 minutes before we check it. This thermometer is unreliable. I have no idea if that's the correct temperature, but I did bring with me a meat thermometer so I can check the meat when it's done. I am improvising with the tools that came with this little rental. Ooh, baby, that looks good. We don't want to damage the skin. It should, see, that could actually go a little longer. So I might turn that back around or move it around. Sometimes there's a hotter part of the grill and a colder part of the grill. All right, according to this thermometer, we're at 1,010 degrees, but that can't be right. So this is why we have our handy dandy meat thermometer. We're gonna go in here. Let's see where we're at. 162, 170, she's ready. Wait a minute, hold on, let's check them all. They are ready. These bad boys are ready. Wait a minute, let me just check this one. Ah, burning my own hand. You want it to be at least 165, 174, we're good. They're all coming off. And also, do not put your cooked chicken back on the plate with the marinade, because that has raw chicken. Get a fresh plate. Rice is crisping on the stove. Chicken's done. Everybody's lined up with their plates. We're not even gonna put this in a bowl because we're gonna keep this as easy and light as possible. The one thing I had to do to make this meal for my guests and my hostess is just do a little prior planning. Make sure I brought my ingredients that I wanted, the tools that I wanted, get to know the stove a little bit, get to know the grill, and then you gotta improvise sometimes too. But I tell you what, everybody's gonna be so happy with this very simple dish. What more could they want? MicroMangia, courageous cooking in a craft kitchen.